Good evening and welcome to Central News for Friday the 25th of May. I'm Katrina McKinley. In today's news, for Māori, bed sharing with babies is considered a cultural norm, however there are risks. Waikato DHB's Pepe Pod coordinator Alice Brown says of the 60 babies who die each year from sudden unexplained infant death, 80% are Māori.
I think if you look at our history, where we come from, we traditionally did bed share, and we still do consider that a cultural norm. However, a lot of our whānau, 80% of these babies also are smoking exposed, and so having high risk factors, being low birth weight, sometimes born prematurely, and then in a risk-taking situation where they are bed sharing but having been exposed to smoking and pregnancy, that just sort of adds up to a statistic, really.
Young parents Charmaine Taylor and Giovanni Toimata are determined to break stereotypes and be the best parents they can be. Charmaine Taylor says being a mum is not as hard as the media portrays.
It's not as hard as people say it is, as long as you put in the effort that is needed and give the baby the attention that you need, then everything will be fine.
Giovanni says he is constantly learning how to be a better dad.
Young Dads Group has been really good. They've helped me just change my outlook on being a dad, because I thought it was all about changing baby's behaviour and how, would make her better, but I didn't realise that my behaviour would have a lot more influence on her. So yeah, it's really good.
The Bay of Plenty Regional Council is calling for the assistance of kiwifruit orchardists, farmers, forestry owners and the public to help in the battle against wild kiwifruit vines. About 7,000 wild kiwifruit vines were found and destroyed throughout the region last year, the most vines found since 2002, when 7,500 vines were found and destroyed. Bay of Plenty Regional Council Group Manager of Land Management Warwick Murray says wild kiwifruit vines are of concern because as vigorous growers they can smother large areas of bush and forest very quickly and can potentially be carriers of disease such as PSAV, which is currently imposing significant costs on the kiwifruit industry. Bay of Plenty Regional Council is urging orchardists to remove reject fruit from vines and mulch them as soon as possible. With 3 weeks until entries close for the 2012 Rotorua Wearable Creations has already exceeded last year's event by 8 entries. Wearable Creations chairperson Barbara Cook says to have 12 entries at this early stage is incredibly exciting and satisfying for everyone involved. She says we are very passionate about this event and what it does for our local community, and it's fantastic to see that passion and interest spreading in Rotorua and beyond. This year is the 10th anniversary for Wearable Creations. To get your tickets, head to wearablecreations.co.nz. Time to check out the region's weather. This week has been really a beautiful week weather-wise, and it flows into your weekend. Hamilton, you have a few clouds at times with 15 and 5. Tauranga, you are fine with some morning mist, reaching 17 from 6. Be warned though, as next week we can expect some rain. Coming up after the break, Sport Waikato have received an award for Project Energise. Kasia talks with Hamilton's Community Planting Coordinator about Arbor Day. And then we row for Ray as awareness is raised for Alzheimer's. Join me and Kasia after the break.